What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Washington versus Oregon college football matchup going down Friday, December 1st, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Washington and Oregon. And Washington coming into the Pac-12 championship game from Allegiant Stadium with a record of 12-0 after a 24-21 win over Washington State. Last time out, meanwhile, Oregon 11-1 on the year, 10-2 against the number after routing Oregon State in the Civil War, 31-7. And it is a rematch of this matchup between these two from October 14th. Obviously, Washington being undefeated came out on top in that one, 36-33. And they won that game. Oregon got the cover in that game as 3.5-point dogs. But while Oregon won the battle against the spread, it was Washington that won the war as they still remain unbeaten. And right now in the driver's seat in the college football playoff, a win here would solidify that spot for them. But I have to say, you look at Washington, some of the recent numbers. Sure, Michael Penix Jr. has been playing fairly well, over his last 5 starts, 12 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. But it hasn't resulted in the Huskies pulling away from a lot of their opponents. You look going back to the Arizona game, which was basically near the beginning of conference play. They beat Arizona by 7 as 20-point favorites. Then they barely beat Oregon, but still a win over Oregon. Still a very good win even at home. But then an 8-point win over Arizona State as 28-point favorites. They beat Stanford by 9, laying 27.5. They got that big shootout win over USC. They got a nice win at home over Utah, but only beat Oregon State by 2 and Washington State in the Apple Cup to close out the year 24-21. It's been far from convincing for the Washington Huskies. Now, the Oregon Ducks, they've really taken no prisoners for the most part down the stretch. Their closest game was a 36-27 win over USC, but outside of that, they've been beating up on teams. They beat Washington State by 2 touchdowns. They routed Utah at Rice Eccles 35-6. Like I said, they beat up on Oregon State in the Civil War. 49-13 win over Arizona State. This Oregon team has been on a mission, and I think they've had this game circled since that loss to Washington on October 14th. I don't know if I can step in front of Oregon right now. These two teams are both, lights out offensively. Oregon's second in the country in total offense. The best passing offense in the country, third in yards per rush as well. Meanwhile, Washington second in pass offense. But the thing is that Oregon at least has more than one dimension to their game, as they can run the football as well as pass. Washington 105th in rushing yards, third worst in the country in terms of rushing attempts per game. They don't like to run the football. Granted, that is going to play into the weakness of this Oregon defense. They struggle to defend the pass more than anything. They're 8th against the rush, 48th against the pass. So Washington could have some success here. But which defense do I trust more to get the stops late? I got to say it's Oregon's. And, laying 9.5 in a conference championship, maybe not ideal, but I could see this being a 10-point win for Oregon. I think Michael Penix Jr., especially on a neutral field, is going to have a bit of a harder time breaking down this Oregon defense. So give me Oregon, laying the 9.5 in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.